Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coinwell International Coin Channel, and we're going to talk today about the 1966 quarters. Let's just start with this little pile here, and then we'll go through the coins individually and talk to you about it. This coin, Liberty at the top, In God We Trust, George Washington facing to the left, 1966 under his neck here. If we tip it way up, we can see a J and an F for John Flanagan. We tip it up this way, and we see that it's a copper, nickel-clad copper. The edge is kind of worn right off. There's 119 of these reeds, but you couldn't see many of them. Flip it over, we see that it says United States of America, Pluribus Unum, $quarter here, and there is the eagle holding the arrows with the ribbon across them over the olive branch. So this is a 1966. We're looking at the mint mark, and we see there isn't one, and that's because none of the coins had mint marks in 1966. You can't tell what mint made them. Could have been Philadelphia, could have been Denver, and it may possibly even have been San Francisco. Let's move on to this one, which was also struck in 1966. Almost all of the 1965 U.S. quarters were made between January and July of 1966. They got behind a little bit, the mint did, and there's a reason they got behind a little bit, and that's because they were still minting out the rest of the silver 1964 coins. So the 1964 coins, including this one, were made between 1964 and early 1966, some of them at the San Francisco Mint. We tip this one up and we see that it is silver all the way through. This is a 90%. So in 1964, they went away from the silver coins, but they had a lot of silver left, so they kept making them. 1964 they made some, 1965 they made them, in 1966 they finally finished making them. This coin is from 1966, possibly. This coin's from 1966, and this coin's from 1966. If you can get a 1966 general circulation in an MS-68, you're going to be talking about thousands of dollars. If you can get it in an MS-67, you're going to be talking about hundreds, perhaps more. If you get the 1965 at that level, MS-67 or 68, it's going to be worth a lot of money, but not quite as much. What else? I mean, how many are there? Well, this coin here is from 1966, and this is the special mint set. Let's see if I can show you the special mint set decal. Special mint set, says 1965. All of these were made in 1966, every single one of them. If you want to read a great article on this, go to David W. Lang's USA Coin Album column in the Numismaticist. You can also find that at NGC if you're looking at the 1966 quarters. David W. Lang. So what David said was that they kept making the 1965s until between January in July of 1966. So this special mint set one is, and then there's another one here, and this is in the 1966 special mint set. So the 1966 special mint set, the 1965 special mint set, the 1964, the 1966, and the 1965. All of these coins were made in 1966. When they decided to go away from putting the mint marks on that, they were worried that collectors were ruining the market. And so what they said in 1965 was, number one, let's get away from silver because it's costing us too much, but let's use all the rest of the silver we have. And so let's keep producing the 1964s because they were silver. They did leave the silver from so the 1965, of course, when you look at it, you can see that copper, nickel-clad copper. The 1965 half, though, they made it 40% silver, so it looks like a silver one. Not 90%, but still 40% silver for 1965, 1966, and 1967. This is a special mint set, and you're going, well, how did it get all scratched up? That's how it came out of the mint. This is from another coin, and if you tip this coin up on the edge, you see these marks are all certain distance apart. One of these coins hit this coin, and that's what you get, that rim mark there, a certain distance apart. Still a great coin. Look at the hair, and I mean, this is in good shape. A little bit of stuff here, but that's just from being in the envelope. And then finally this one. And this one from the Special Mint set. We get the light just right. These are not silver. These are just regular copper, nickel-clad copper. But because they're in a Special Mint set, they have a little bit more value to them. Are there any really, really valuable 1966 coins? Well, these ones aren't so much, but, and again, remember the 1965s weren't even made in 1965, and many of the 1964s weren't made in 1964. They were almost all made in 1966. All right, that's all we have today from DC Coin World International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel. Leave any comments you might have in the comments section.